Hey everybody, how you all doing? Hope everyone's well. Hello, who have we got here? Hope everyone's well tonight. Just been doing some working out. Yeah, I'm just trying to focus on my back, so let's come on a bit, I think. Hello guys. Hello the G-Man 995. Hello Ruchi. How you doing? Hello Madara. Good evening to you. Make sure you like the live, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this out, guys. Ruchi's from India, welcome in. Hello Alex, good evening to you. Hope you've had a good day today. So just been doing some working out, so if anyone's interested in getting fit, let me know. I can try and give you some advice on how to get in better shape. If you've got any questions, diet, health, and anything to do with like health and fitness. So it went up to 30, it's on 18 now, but make sure you like the live, guys. We've got 18 people and 0 likes. Come on, guys, share this out if you can. Ruchi says from which country. I'm in the UK. So yeah, that's where I am currently. I'm going to be traveling soon. I mean, maybe I'll travel to another country at some point, because to be honest, I don't really see much of a future in this country. I don't know. So just going to kind of see what I feel like doing in the future. And yeah, I'm in the UK, yeah, United Kingdom, yeah. Thank you for the like, whoever that is. So yeah, so if you're wanting to get fit, you're wanting to get in better shape, let me know. As you can see, I've been really trying to get fit lately, and seems to be paying off. So yeah, I'm gonna do some more of the back exercises, I think. Hello, Ruby Plays. I'm just doing some exercising, doing some working out. What does it look like I'm doing? Yeah, just doing some back exercise at the moment. Yeah. So I've been doing a lot of shrugs lately. That seems to have been helping my neck as well as traps. So yeah, so if you're trying to get a wider neck, I tend to just do that kind of movement. So instead of just doing like that kind of shrug, I also do like that as well. I find that's been helping it. Maybe not everyone will be the same, but try and see what works for you. But yeah, I'm gonna do some more decline push-ups, I think. Oh, what happened? Ah. Alright, I'm gonna do it really slow this time. Alright, it's flickering. I'm gonna have to just reset this a second. Still flickering. Right, bear with me a second, guys. Alright. Alright, who have we got in here? Sorry about that, guys. Probably gonna be call it a night soon, because don't really have anything else to say. But yeah, gonna have to get a shower soon because I've been sweating quite a bit tonight. So as you can see, I've really been working my muscles tonight. So yeah, it just get you sweaty after a while. Yeah, just another view of the back that I'm trying to get more like definition in the back. Just for a while I was kind of not really working it properly, but really trying to just dial that in. Trying to get the back to look kind of proportional to the rest of my body. And it's not good for like your health as well. If you have like muscular imbalances, it can actually, in fact, it can actually impact your posture. So especially if you have imbalances in your back, because it can make you more hunched over because your weight is more in the front. So you might not yeah. Anyway, you might be more like this, more hunched over. Like you might be, hang on, you might be walking around like that with like a kind of bad posture. Like you just kind of, like you want to be like up straight. You get a lot of these older guys, especially like tall guys. You see a lot of them can have bad posture, and it could be that they don't have the muscles to support it. So yeah, it'd be important to train those back muscles to give you good posture. And you also want to train your abdominals for like balance, and yeah, your core is pretty much involved in every movement, so you really want to make sure that you work that core, not just to have visible abs, but also to just for your health, basically. for functionality. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna wrap this up. Let's do another bit of a flex. So on this side, do a bit of a, you see that? So yeah, just about kind of, for me, just about feeling more confident in myself. Looking in the mirror and be like, yeah, that looks good. I'm getting in good shape. I'm proud of what I've achieved. Because it's like you look back at like a few years ago and I'm like, what the hell? What the hell was I doing with my life? Like I could have had this a few years ago if I really wanted to, but it all comes down to priorities, like what you're willing to sacrifice in order to get your dreams, whether that be your dream body, whether that be money, whether that be to bring love into your life. I mean, I think when it comes to bringing love into your life, that shouldn't really be, you shouldn't necessarily be having to sacrifice too much for that. It should be about just focusing on you, and then love should just like fall into your life without really too much effort. Because once you've already kind of like doing well in life, then you're gonna have more confidence. You're gonna just have more attributes that are gonna be more attractive. It's just gonna make things a lot easier. I don't see the point in trying to approach someone with that interest when you're not there yet. You're just going to be wasting your time, in my opinion. And you're more likely to end up getting used and just trapped like a mug, basically. Because when you start becoming more, maybe you become better shape, maybe you become more successful, you're probably going to not deal with as much bullshit because you have the confidence to put your foot down and say, no, I'm not putting up with this. So it's not just about being confident just to look in the mirror and be like, I look good. But it's like knowing that if something bad happens, say in a relationship, you can just be like, okay, I'm not dealing with this because I know that I can easily go and find somebody better than this because I am worthy of better. It's like when you know your worth, you will not tolerate BS. And that could be why a lot of attractive guys are struggling because they know that, because a lot of these women, like they know that these attractive guys, they're not going to put up with bullshit. Like a lot of women want to be able to use a guy just to like fuck him around, and they're not attracted to the guy. They don't really want him, as in they probably don't even really, shall we say, get it on with him very often because she doesn't actually find him attractive. And sometimes she might just get with the guy that she's actually attracted to behind his back in some cases because he's what actually turns her on. Whereas the kind of beta, kind of simpy guy who has low self-respect, oftentimes she'll go with that guy because he doesn't think he can do better. So she knows that, okay, well, I can just get in wrapped around my little finger. Of course, not all women think like this, but this can explain possibly in some cases why you might see him getting with guys. You think, what is she doing with that guy? Because she just sees him as a, it's just, like a basically beta male. I don't really like to use these words, but you know what I mean. So basically, the thing is that what they don't realize is it's actually harming them in the long run because they end up just getting bored of the guy, and then they're like, "Oh, where are all the good men at?" But then, because they got with a guy who they shouldn't have really, they shouldn't have got with the guy who they're not attracted to. And if they don't feel like they're good enough for the guy they actually want, then they need to sort their shit out. But a lot of them are like too immature to actually take any accountability. I think there's a lot of men who are immature as well and just thinking it's a good idea to just go sleeping around with women and thinking that that's somehow some kind of flex. And it's not a flex whatsoever. Maybe that's worth making a video. Yeah, like high body count is not a flex. Period. Or full stop, as we call it in this country. But yeah, it's not a flex, okay? Nobody cares. Apart from other degenerates and just toxic people. Only they care. Because the thing is, how many of these people could actually hold down a long-term relationship? Probably not very many. Not, at least not with a good quality woman. Hello, Anton. So, yeah. So having a high body count is, I would say, the opposite of a flex. I'd say, if anything, having a low body count, even just having one that you just kind of, that you get with someone and that you marry them and then you just have a family and that you have a healthy relationship. To me, that's the real flex. It's not just like going with random women, just being kind of like animalistic and just where you're not evolved from that kind of monkey brain. It's like that is not a flex at all. So whoever's trying to tell you that it's a flex, they're just like these toxic influencers, like these red pill kind of guru types who want to. Oftentimes they'll try and sell you courses on how to get better with women so that you can sleep with more women to try and help with your self-esteem, but then you always feel like there's something missing because there's nothing substantial about it. Hello, Tai Coco. Good to see you, sir. There's nothing substantial about it. Like if you're just doing that thing and then you never see that person again, and it's just there's no meaning to it. It's just meaningless hedonism and a lack of self-discipline there. And it's like there's just a lot of the things that are glorified now, or the things that should actually be completely the opposite. It should be shamed. Like, yeah, I could think of examples, but there's a lot of things in society that are glorified that should be shamed. I mean, I don't know. Like just people being rude and just like obnoxious and a lot of this stuff's glorified. That with the intention to marry, yeah. I think that it should be like people should be like honest about their intentions, like, but when is that going to happen? It's just a lot of people will just lie about their intentions. Some people will date someone just to get a free meal. And they have no intentions of actually seeing them again. And even if they do, it's just to get another free meal out of them. So how do you know that person's not just gonna? I would just say, like, just if you want to meet somebody, I don't know. Probably the best thing to do is just go to events. Maybe you'll meet someone there. Has she got what it takes? What's this? When I look at a potential partner now, I ask myself if she would make a great mother. Like, would she be kind and understanding? Yeah, these are things that are actual, like, good qualities in a woman, like being feminine and being nurturing and all that, versus this kind of like combative kind of, like the kind of masculine energy that they're starting to like have now because they've been brainwashed to think that somehow that's good for them. Be a goal-getter, be a boss babe and all that crap. I mean, if you really want to be that, and that's true to you, okay, good for you. But we're talking about the ones who've been brainwashed by media, by society, to think that you need to do that because to make you equal to men and all this shit, and instead of just being true to yourself. And maybe you might find that you'd rather be a housewife. Maybe you'd rather, or maybe you just want to do something else. maybe you don't want to just climb the career ladder, because to me that sounds like boring as fuck. Like, I don't know why they would want to do that. Like, a lot of them probably deep down really don't actually want to be doing it, but they think, oh, well, it's empowering. But if you want to start your own business or you want to climb up to the top of a career, then like it takes a lot of. It's probably going to unless you're doing something that's really you're really passionate about. I mean, some of them may be doing that, but I don't know. But these boss babes, they're trying to get up the career ladder, a lot of them, and they're just hoping to become some kind of executive position, and then it's just, and even if they do get there, it's like, then they start thinking, well, I've no family, I've like, what did I do all this for? They start to have an epiphany, and they could be in their 30s by then, which in some cases might already be getting a bit too late, because the men that they would want, they're probably already settled down, or they've already been divorced and they've just given up and they just want to be single. So that leaves them with a ever shrinking pool of options as they get older. Whereas men, on the other hand, if anything, they get more options as they get older up to a certain point. Until about middle age, I would say. If you actually do everything right, that is. Of course, there's some men that really fuck everything up and they just become a train wreck. But yeah, but the thing is just like both men and women need to do better, is what I'm saying. They both need to find their purpose, their true purpose, and not what society has told them that their purpose is, or social media. Like, you've got these men that have been brainwashed. You need to go buy a Bugatti. In fact, I'll get my take sunglasses, you know? Yeah. Here we go. Do my Tate voice. Welcome to the real world, where all you cult followers will spend $50 a month of your hard-earned money. You're all brokies, and you're even more broke. Ha! You ain't making shit. You're all a bunch of losers. You thought I was going to be your savior? You thought I was Morpheus? I ain't Morpheus. I'm a grifter who makes money by selling courses that don't really offer anything special to people. Most of the people who buy my program, they end up losing money. They all think I'm God. They say I'm the top G. But really, I'm the bottom G. In fact, I ain't a G at all. I just convinced everybody that I'm the top G. And it worked. You all fell for my scam. My pyramid scheme scam. Like, I'll just call it multi-level marketing because that sounds better than a pyramid scheme. Anyway, that's enough of that. Deary me. Yeah. Just the whole, like, yeah, self-help space. It's just been riddled with a bunch of fucking charlatans, basically. That's the state of things. You've got Alex Hormozy, you've got fucking, was it Iman Gadzhi? All these fuckers are just like, yeah, it's just sad, really. They're all just trying to like copy on that whole like thing. It's like, I don't know if like did Tate start all that or I don't know, but absolutely making a killing. It's like I have no problem with people making money, but it's like it's when people are trying to sell a lie to do that, or they're trying to cut corners, or do something corrupt. That's what I don't agree with. Like they'll try to exaggerate certain things. It's like, for example, would Tate would exaggerate his achievements and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm like world champion kickboxer," but then none of the actual world champions have even heard of him apart from seeing him like on the internet. So it goes to show that he doesn't really actually. It's not really that great, probably. So yeah, it's just they need you to think that they're above what they are because then that makes them more seem more plausible that they know what they're talking about, that they've got achievements, and all they're really good for is grifting and selling an illusion. I mean, I don't know like how much of the stuff he actually owns. I mean, it could be at a point where he actually does own a lot of the stuff now, because a lot of them. But there's this thing of fake it till you make it. Um, what's this? Be unique is our motto. Never imitate. Being yourself is key, like you do. Yeah, because like the problem is that like people are just trying to be like Tate or be like any of these other people, like, but that's just gonna make you a clone. It's gonna make you robotic. There's no originality. There's no uniqueness to that. They all got something to sell you. Yeah, exactly. Selling dreams is what they do. So yeah, so even people like Hamza, like he's sold out big time. I think he was probably genuine when he first started, but I think he just got involved with the wrong kind of people and just kind of got carried away with it all and seeing now, oh well, they're all making money, I might as well join in on it, kind of thing. So it's just that's the problem is when these influencers start doing that, it then promotes a new generation of influencers to start doing that because they see that as like the new meta for making money. So they just jump on that bandwagon to like try and exploit people. And it's quite alarming how much they're actually charging some of these things. It's literally just pyramid schemes. A lot of them just like offer very little value for what they're charging. So yeah. Um yeah. So do you think like some like personal trainers are a bit scammy as well? Maybe like because they try and like kind of. I think sometimes they do things in a way that's quite misleading. Say like some of them might be taking steroids, but they don't tell you, and they're not really kind of they don't really know what they're talking about, and they just. I mean, even if they have certifications, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're qualified enough to be able to get you to where you want to be. Fake natty, yeah. Because some people can just like some people might just say like wing it through like a like a course or something. It's like when someone just about passes a driving test, and like they could actually be more dangerous drivers than some people who don't even have a license because they only just about passed it. Like they might be a bit kind of incompetent. So there might be some people out there that they just got a bit lucky and they just about passed the PT course or whatever, and then they now think that they can lecture people, but yeah, like I definitely don't text stuff, and I have no reason to do it. It's just gonna be way more bad than good. I mean, there's a risk of becoming infertile for a start. Experience over qualifications, yeah, that's what I would think is more. That's why I have a problem with, like, say, like uni courses and stuff like that, because oftentimes it's that they're being taught these kind of limited kind of questions on like things, and it's oftentimes there's a also an agenda behind it where it's like they don't, so it can become quite close-minded, and it can warp the perceptions of things. So whereas actually going out and getting real world experience, it can actually be way more valuable than these courses. So yeah, but it's like, the thing is, it's like even a lot of doctors are not even really people you should even trust, because oftentimes they don't even know what they're talking about. Like they're always having to like refer to like their journal, and it's like oftentimes they don't necessarily know what it is they're even giving to people. They're just kind of doing whatever they're told to, basically. But yet they're having to like spend many years to get qualified for it. So I remember I was talking with someone a while ago that they should try and shrink the like, amount of time that it takes to become a doctor, and try to focus on quality over quantity in terms of the degree, and not drag it out so long, because otherwise not enough people want to become doctors, because it's like a lot of people be like, well, yeah, the payout can be good in the end, but like some people might think, well, I could probably end up getting more money becoming an entrepreneur within half the amount of time. It's mainly internet diagnosis. Yeah, I know. It's just the thing is you get a lot of people trying to use being a doctor as some kind of authority, but oftentimes it's not, because, for example, they start talking about diet. It's like you'll get these people that doctor at the beginning of the name, which oftentimes are not even a real doctor. They just have a doctorate's degree. But even if they are an actual doctor, like someone like, for example, what's he called? Dr. Paul Saladino. And it's like these people don't know what they're talking about. And some of them have a deliberate agenda to try and push you. And yeah, it's just, yeah, it's just not, I wouldn't really trust these people. It's like they're trying to use that kind of status as some kind of leverage. And it's like, just because you're a doctor doesn't mean that you know anything about nutrition. Like, unless you're a certified nutritionist or a dietitian, then it's like you might not be very qualified and say in that. So yeah, I don't know if I'm doing any more exercise, but yeah, I might just do the 1 arm plank. All right, let's see how do like 30 seconds on each side. All right. But yeah, I think that's about everything. So yeah, I'm gonna get off now. Like get a quick shower. Just like wash myself off. But yeah, everybody take care. I'll see you all tomorrow. Alright, peace out. Bye.